Are you leaving money on the table like I was, not closing your sales soon enough or right now? Are you an under-earning sales professional like so many others, or a trainer and coach stuck in the same grind, living paycheck to paycheck, or perhaps doing well, just stuck with no next level breakthrough in sight? If you are stuck and leaving money on the table and unsure how to break out of it and close more sales, then this is for you. My name is Harry Newhand, and some of what I'm going to share with you and reveal to you here is what no other sales professional, trainer, coach, or mentor is teaching, telling, or sharing with anyone. Why? Because most of them are or were average sales professionals themselves, or worse, and never learned these things. I've seen it, and I know it would be almost impossible to excel and become wealthy in sales as a professional unless you're doing what I share here in this advanced sales course. These strategies that I have shared and taught many of my students who've gone on to consistently earn more than their peers. Many of them have gone on to become seven-figure earners and multimillionaires. I'm going to share what to watch out for and how to leverage your own knowledge, what you already know, along with what I share here today, for a breakthrough, for maximum sales, income, and impact. Because after all, isn't impact what we're really after? The more people we impact positively, the more income we'll make. Jim Rohn has a famous phrase. Actually, Zig Ziglar. If you help enough other people get what they want, you automatically get what you want. That's the impact we want. I love what I do and I love my students because I know what it has done for others and it can do for you too. I get to see your impact affect not only you, but your clients as you close more sales. Here's some ground rules first. Focus on the message that I share with you, not on the messenger. This isn't about me. It's about you and where you could go, who you can be. So remember, take good notes. I recommend it. Pause when you need to and get ready to metabolize a 10-course meal here. Because food on the table versus food eaten and metabolized, there's a huge difference. What does that mean? Well, we just finished with a holiday here in the United States, but if you had a full course meal, five, six-course meal, and it's all spread on the table, you got family coming, it took hours to prepare all day in the kitchen, desserts, appetizers, the meal, everything, it looks great. There's no there's no growth and no energy just from food on the table. It's only when you consume it, eat it, that the body can break it down, metabolize it, that it transfers or changes into energy and food that you can actually, nutrients that you can actually use and grow with. It's the same thing with this material here. Getting this course and listening to it one time and just blowing right through it and say, oh, I heard that before, or I know that, or you're not telling me anything new, you're missing the message. And I really want you to be humble as possible because there's some gems in here, $1 million nuggets that you'll want to take and implement in your business. So take your time, go through it. If you hear something that's familiar, great. That's just confirmation of what you may already know or what you're already doing. But I guarantee you there's new stuff in here that you're not using that can make a huge difference. So food on the table is not the same as food eaten and metabolized. Study it, get it down, take good notes, and go back to it. Jim Rohn used to say that repetition is the mother of skill. Tony Robbins, his number one student, took it to another level. He said repetition is the mother of mastery. So master these skills and strategies that I share with you here, because again, most people aren't teaching them, they're not talking about them, and many of them aren't even using them. So where did this all come from? I grew up in a family business. It was a restaurant. Spent my whole life there, flipping hamburgers at 7 years old. Got into sales at 26, did it part-time. I struggled horribly until I got around the information. Another Jim Rohn phrase. He was one of my early mentors. That's why you'll hear me quote him now and then. But he said, for things to change, you got to change. And for things to get better, you got to get better. The marketplace pays for value. And at that time, my value was in the restaurant business, where I saw salespeople making more in a month than I was making in a year. So I got interested in the sales space and I got around the knowledge that it takes to make yourself more valuable. I got these tapes, these study tapes called the Millionaire Training Tapes. And I studied them and studied them, and I burned through 2 copies, and I have a third copy that I listen to now and then. But that's what got me started. And then I went to workshop after workshop, every month to another workshop, hundreds of conference calls, while along the way applying what I had learned, and I started stacking the knowledge. And then once I got it, I was able to take it to a whole nother level, both domestically and internationally, in 6 different countries. And here I am 30 plus years later, right now. Now, I use these strategies not only in one business, but 2 separate ones, both of them in the sales space, to take them to 7 figures. Why does this matter to you? Well, if you're a sales professional or an entrepreneur relying on sales to increase revenue, impact, and income, then this is for you. This is all about you, where you are right now, and what it takes to break through and get you to where you want to go and beyond, to the next level. Your next level of greatness is on what's holding you back. One little thing can make all the difference. No matter who you are, where you are, physically or economically, how much you make or what you sell, you're going to have a breakthrough from the content that you're going to get in this course here. Chances are you're leaving money on the table, a lot of it. How do I know? You can generally tell the future by what happened in the past. Everybody that I've consulted with, worked with, and talked to, sharing these ideas with them has made a huge difference. For some of you, this could hold true as it did for me. And here's the hardest part. Some of the hardest pros to teach are those that are already successful. Some of you are going to be difficult to teach, difficult to understand this content. But that's why I said take notes and study it. Don't just blow through it. One of my early mentors said, some of the hardest people to teach are the ones that are making 40,000 a month. Now, I had never made that in a year before. And he's talking about making that in a month and you're off track. Yeah, because you could be at 70, 80,000 a month or 100 or more. You don't know what you don't know. So if you're off track because you're already making huge, very successful, you're already making big money, and somebody's telling you you're off track. And here's one of the pieces that really clicked for me. I was on Facebook a couple of years ago and I saw this guy that was pitching his program. And he said, I made $2 million a year, 10 years in a row. DM me and I'll share it if you want to know how to do it. And I said, wow, that's pretty exciting. That's pretty serious. And I started thinking about it. And that's fantastic. That's like in the top 1% of all income earners. But where's the growth? He's leaving money on the table. Now, how can I say that? Well, if he's making 2 million a year 10 years ago and he's still making 2 million a year now, there's no growth. He's actually losing money because of the cost of living and inflation. 2 million a year and 10 years in a row, there's no personal growth. That's 1 year's experience repeated every year for 10 years. Now, again, God bless him. That's great. That's awesome. But there's no personal growth there. There's no financial growth. There's no business growth. He's stagnant. And I don't want to learn from somebody that's stagnant. I want to learn from someone that's growing, blowing, and going and doing the next greatest thing. And so many things are changing on a regular basis. You want to stay in tune. You want to stay on track. 2 degrees off is all it takes to miss your target. If you're shooting for the moon and you're 2 degrees off, you're on the other side of the galaxy, nowhere near it. Same thing with your business. If you're 2 degrees off, you don't even know it. So you've got to make mid-course directional changes on a continuous basis. So how will this benefit? How will you benefit from this? The results will happen. We create clear, concise, habit-forming, specific directions with proven results. Think about that. Goals versus habits. It's great to have goals. Everybody should have goals. Goals are important. It's proven that when you write down goals and you have goals that you're shooting for, it makes a difference in your performance and your attitude and your results. But if you don't combine habits, daily habits, to achieve those goals, your goals are just a dream or a wish. So you want to have habits that are designed to work on your daily method of operation so that you do it. And the reality is this is not a get rich quick deal. However, you master these skills and these strategies that I teach in this course, and you will get there much quicker for sure. What's different about this than all the other sales gurus and training programs out there? Let's be honest, my journey is as unique to me as yours is to you. And most of the strategies in this course are not shared, let alone taught by others. There's no magic here. No one is a born salesperson. Sales in the art of ethical persuasion, it's a learned skill that anyone can excel at and master. Some may take longer to learn than others. Some may have the personality traits to help them go faster, but this is a learned skill, just like plumbing, just like electricians, just like any other profession out there. What you learn here are the key pieces, not just to survive day to day, but to thrive in a competitive industry and stand out amongst your peers, growing your sales, growing your income to a whole nother level. Personal growth has to come before the fortune. Personal growth, you will realize, is the fortune. Once you learn and master these strategies that I share, you'll always have a job. You'll always have an opportunity, a paycheck or profits in whatever you decide to do. You'll never again fear asking for anything you want from anyone you want that you want it from. And you'll never settle for mediocrity in any area of your life again. You'll bring your family so much closer. So you're about to embark on a journey of the 9 secret sales strategies that I learned in network marketing, building an international network marketing business, one of the largest ever, going door to door, going from an average sales income to earning millions in less than 5 years in each of those businesses. And you can as well, regardless of what you sell. It doesn't matter what you sell. These tactics and strategies are for professional salespeople. So, welcome to the Leapfrog program, the Leapfrog Income Accelerator program. Are you ready? Okay, let's get started.